North Fayette Valley Tiger Hawks ended up having a varsity bye week after the forfeit from Owine last week. They did play a JV game last Friday night, and here to chat about last week and preparation for this week is head coach Justin Heins. And coach, in retrospect, how'd the week go?
Went all right. It's good to kind of get those next up guys, some reps and save the legs of your starters a little bit. A little bit weird. Don't like to, take a Friday off with those guys. It's good to stay in routine, but got those guys down there, supporting those guys and that did play the game down at Owine, and it was good to see those guys get out and compete and then play in that environment and get the win.
And when you look at those guys who got to see the field last week, how have they developed? How have they gotten better throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, some of our juniors, that weren't seeing a lot of time varsity, they were able to get some JV games, a little bit here and there and kind of jump in and get the majority of the reps. It was nice to see them, learning, you know, the the finer things about a defense, per se, and finer things about an offense and see them in that light and be learning that way and to get that experience. And it's good to see them, like I said, it was really good to see them get out there and compete. And um, you know, it was kind of fun to grade them out on a Saturday morning instead of, the varsity guys and give them that experience too and see all the little things that they can get better at and work on. And um, definitely, saw some good things from those guys, linemen going the right spots on the plays where they're supposed to. And then you can teach them those little things that you see on that tape.
And this week, with a actual game to be played on the varsity level Friday night, is this basically just a regular week of practice then?
Yep, for sure. Getting, like I said, we love to stay in routine from week to week. And we were really glad, a few years ago when they decided to go back to playoffs on Friday instead of that Wednesday, Monday, Friday stuff was kind of, hard on the schedules and hard on everything. But try to get back in routine as much as we can here and get to playing. And the varsity boys are looking forward to another Friday night game here.
And obviously, you have clinched a, postseason berth, but you want that district title all to your own. How good of a feeling is it heading into week number 8, knowing the fact that every one of your goals is still ahead of you?
Yeah, for sure. By there's no point differential that could happen Friday that knocks us out of the one spot, but um, it's a big deal to to stay undefeated in district, to stay with the 17-point differential, to stay up in those IHSA rankings for future looking down the road, second round games, quarterfinal round games, and we'd love to have home games here as long as we can, and by winning Friday night, that puts us in that spot. And not having a game, Friday, the boys are kind of itching to get back at it this Friday.
And Crestwood, your opponent, had a setback against Osage a couple weeks back, rebounded with a 1 point win against New Hampton last week. Looking at the Cadets on film, what impresses you?
Yeah, they can score at any time. Skoda and Voina and even some other guys have scored some big plays. Throw it out to a kid against Decorah, 50-yard touchdown, um, kickoff return for a touchdown, and you just look at their early season games against Independence and Decorah, and they're playing some tough teams and stayed right with them and made them in a game way late in the fourth quarter and one score games. And they're certainly capable of that. And Osage did a nice job with them on defense, limiting them to some stuff and kind of forcing them into some things that they didn't like. And New Hampton took advantage of some turnovers and got a score early and hit a couple big pass plays late and um, did a good job there. Had a 2 point conversion, bounce right off their hands. But um, definitely, looking for a good game this Friday. And like I said, they can score at any time, and we know they'll play us tough on defense. We've seen them a lot, last few years, and we know that they'll try to make things tough on us. And so we got a work cut out for us.
All right, should be a fun one at home Friday night, Coach. Keep your kids healthy. We wish you best of luck.
You bet. Thanks.
North Fayette Valley coach Justin Heins. It's the Tiger Hawks and the Cadets for the district's title come Friday night.